This is Getting On With Life, Biblical Wisdom for Successful Christian Living. And this lesson is Big Little Things. Many people dream of doing big things. Often children tell of their hope of one day being famous or rich or a top sports star or the like. So many people writing songs hope to one day be famous. Multitudes work on their athletic abilities, hoping to make it to the Olympics. Would-be actors chase their dream, while would-be writers keep submitting books they have written. Maybe it is that in every heart there is a hope of success. However, Jesus revealed to us a level of success which most ignore. That success comes from the little things. Those small things turn out to be the big little things when we see what comes from them. Recall Jesus' parable about the sheep and goats. At the end of time, God will divide people into sheep and goats. Those who are righteous will be commended for doing certain things. Matthew 25:36 records, "I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you visited me." The righteous ones asked when they had done that, and God's reply is quite telling. That's Matthew 25:40. "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me." God will go on to scold those who were wicked by pointing out that when God was naked, sick, and in prison, these ones neglected him. They protest that they had never seen him in such condition. But God will explain that ignoring the least in the kingdom is to ignore him. Matthew 25:44 and 45 says, "They will answer him, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger, or naked or sick or in prison, and failed to minister to you?' Then he will answer, 'Surely I tell you, by you not doing it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me.'" Jesus pointed out that the wicked will go into everlasting punishment, while the righteous will go into eternal life. So a great deal hangs on these simple actions. Matthew 25:46, "These will go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into eternal life." People will spend eternity in hell for failing to do a bunch of little things. It's no big deal to cook a meal for someone or give them a glass of water. It's no big deal to be friendly and supportive to strangers or those in need. It's no big deal to visit someone who is sick or in prison. All the people dreaming of big things they plan to accomplish don't have images of meals, cups of water, and sitting quietly to keep someone company. Those are just little things. Yes, but they are big little things. They are big because of the consequences. The fruit of doing those little things is huge. There are heroes, statesmen, millionaires, inventors, screen stars, and globally popular people in hell. All of those big things can't get a person eternal blessing and grace. Become president of the USA if you want, and make your millions and win your medals, become world famous and be a household name if you can. But realize that all those things have a use-by expiry date that will leave them worthless. At the same time, there are a number of little things that very ordinary and unimpressive people can do that will put them ahead of people in the history books. And what's more, these little things will mostly go unnoticed. When you take a meal to someone, no one else knows. The receivers may be too embarrassed to admit they needed it. When you give someone a needed drink, the moment passes very quickly and is quite inconsequential. You can visit someone who is lonely, sick, or in prison, and by the time you leave, they are still lonely, sick, or in prison. Taking time for someone doesn't work miracles. It can seem like a waste of time. It's completely unimpressive. So maybe you want to do miracles and prophesy over kings and raise the dead. That's wonderful. I love to hear of people who have amazing things happen as they represent God. But note that God did not commend anyone for those things. Jesus didn't say that at the end of time God would commend the righteous, saying, "You raised the dead in my name," or "You prophesied powerfully over nations." Those big things were surprisingly absent in the list of things God commends. That's not to discount doing exploits for God, but it highlights how much more impressive it is to do the little things. Sadly, today, there are many who neglect the simplest things. Christianity is a lifestyle, a way of living. It's not an event or a moment of grandeur, but a moment by moment living out our love for God and care for others. The second greatest commandment still says, love your neighbor as yourself. It hasn't become, be the best worshipper, or show you have more blessings than others, or go to the most impressive church. It's about loving other people. And the strange thing about other people is they are not us. They probably don't think exactly like we do, or wear what we wear, or value what we value. They may not be as educated and sophisticated as we are. They may not smell as nice as we do, or appreciate the finer things in life as we do. So they may not be very attractive to us. We probably won't care for their nice thoughts about us. They may not qualify for our social set. They are probably very ignorable. It would be easy to push them aside and chase the things that mean something to us. But guess what means a lot to God? It's those ignorable, smelly, don't invite them to my house people. Notice how God described those people as the least, not the greatest or the most lovable or most impressive. Matthew 25:40 said, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me." We could refer to those people as the leasty people, certainly not in your set of friends, yet they are the key to your eternal blessing. They mean a great deal to God, and He wants you to value them greatly too. So let me remind you, God wants you to be on top of the little things. He wants you to actually do the stuff called love your neighbor. That's really big to Him. So friends, get busy doing those big little things. God bless you.